Hi, good morning, welcome to another studio vlog. It's currently 6:10 in the morning. It's Wednesday morning. Why am I in my office so early? So if you haven't watched these videos before, I don't work as much as I should. Basically because I have a 7-month-old, I have to work when he's asleep. So that normally means I work late in the evening. But last night, my body was broken. I had to get in bed. I'm trying to do a bit more exercising, so yeah, I did a class last night and it broke me, so I had to get in bed early. I just wouldn't have done my best work if I'd have done anything last night, so I decided to go to bed early and come in here early this morning while Luca is asleep. So I actually feel good. It doesn't feel too early, so I have some work to do. I'm back doing freelance work for a studio. I've had a few weeks off from doing it. I've just been focusing on my own stuff, so it's really nice to jump into another advert. I can't really show anything for it again. I think it was like Studio Vlog 1 or 2 where I was working on an advert. Well, it's the same people, so there's going to be 4 in total, so I've done 1. This is the second one. But the great thing is, because it's using the same characters as the first episode, god, it is early, as the first advert, I don't have as much work to do because everything's in place already. I just need to add new backgrounds, new characters in the style. So that is that. Today I'm organising this office because if you can see behind me, it's been a dumping ground for a few days because it's just a case of get stuff done and go. Like, it's been crazy, so I've not been able to like keep on top of it. So today I'm gonna tidy, I'm gonna organise all my shelves and just do all of that stuff. Oh, Luca's swimming as well. Need to take Luca swimming at some point. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I think this is Studio Vlog 8. Yeah, this will be Studio Vlog 8. So I've been doing these for a couple of months now, and yeah, I get some really lovely comments on them, so thank you if you like them. While I'm filming this, I'm currently on 249 subscribers. I mean, it's still so small, isn't it? But to think I had like none a few months ago is crazy. So I announced on Instagram I'm going to do a giveaway at 250, so hopefully by the time you're watching this I've got 250 and I've uploaded the giveaway on Instagram. I'm going to do a big giveaway with pretty much everything I sell. I'm just going to put everything in there, so make sure you enter that. Right, I'm going to get cracking. Speak to you soon. Hello, it's a few hours later. It's 10 to 10. I got about an hour and a half of work done this morning, so that's good. That's really good. So now I have about 2 hours until I need to set off for Luca's swimming lesson, so I'm gonna tackle this office. He's down for a nap, so I'm gonna use this time to get some order to my life because it's awful in here. I'm actually gonna show you because people don't show the mess, do they? They always show a tidy studio. I'm guilty for that on Instagram, making it look all pretty, but don't be fooled because this is what it actually looks like. So my desk is just full of crap. My bin is full. I have things, Converse, and then over here, I mean, oh my gosh, look at this. This is me trying to find paper yesterday. This, I mean, it's just full of crap. So it's just chaos. I'm now going to spend time tidying it. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse. Right, I'm going to get cracking. So I was all ready to start, and then I got a phone call from another studio with more work for me. So I'm feeling very good. I mean, it's only a very small project, very small as in matter of days, if that. But it's still, it's something new. It's all exciting. So I've just got off the phone with the guy there from that studio, and yeah, I'm hoping that will kick off soon. He's going to get back to me with a more detailed brief. On the phone it wasn't very detailed, so. Right, Luca is waking up. Joy, I need to get cracking. So I'm all done, finally. We have a tidy desk. I even put my bunting out that I got for my craft fairs. It looks a bit messy, but I feel like it needs to be on display. So I have a tidy desk, and then over here, look at that. So tidy. So I've actually changed it, and I've put all my stock out. So before I had it in a big tub, and every time an order came I would have to sift through it. So I've decided to put everything I have on display so it's easy for me to just grab and package orders. Before I wasn't getting many orders at all, and I didn't really have much stock, so it didn't matter. But now I have lots of things to sell, so it's all out. So I have my list pads, I have my weekly planner, bookmarks, badges, and all of the different prints I have are in there. And then on this side are all my greetings cards. So yeah, and then everything I need to package orders is there. So everything is just easy to grab. This is tidy, some orders ready to go out. And then this looks quite messy, but I've added my bits from Ellis up there, some things I got from Creativeville there, and my new little pin board that I got from Catnip. So yeah, so all in all, a very productive hour. It's very tidy. So now I need to take Luca swimming. I'm sweating. That was quite a lot, but it's done, and I'm very happy. Also put up my little sign from my craft fair. I've got nothing on this wall, and it's just sat in a box otherwise, so I think it looks quite cute. Right, so I'm gonna head out for a few hours and I'll be back. Hello, good morning. I just sort of stopped filming yesterday, didn't I? So I tidied up my office and I organised it, and oh my gosh, it's crazy how just doing a little bit of tidying just makes your mind feel clear. Like, I went in this morning to do some work and I was just able to just get on without the stress of like the mess. So that was good. I was meant to film yesterday, but yesterday was just a crazy day. So the wonderful thing happened in that I got to 250 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you so much. So I posted my giveaway that I wanted to do. I posted it on Instagram and then my phone just blew up. I think there's been like 200 entries already. I'm at 270 subscribers. So many lovely comments. Yeah, yesterday was a bit mental. So we're now on to Thursday and I'm sat here on my sofa. I've got a brew. Luca is asleep. Can you see him? Luca's asleep next to me. And I'm going to sit here with a brew and I am making lots of lists. So I'm planning video content. I'm planning, well, I've already planned it, but I have something coming out for Christmas. So I'm going to reveal that probably next week. I'm really excited about it. It's more for families and it's something to take along to craft fairs. But yeah, it has taken a bit of planning and I've been thinking about it for a few weeks now. So we're into the final phase of getting that ready. In terms of the pin, so if you watch my last video, I will link it wherever. I chatted about a pin and I actually drew it in that studio vlog. So yeah, I got some really lovely response from it and it's something I might do in the future, but for right now, I'm not going to pursue it. And I'm not going to pursue it because
mainly because of cost. I've been looking at things to bring out at Christmas, and honestly, I just know I won't sell many of them, and it's such a big cost up front when you know you're not going to sell them. And that's based on the fact that my prints that I brought out, I think I've sold 6 of them. You know, it's quite disappointing, but it's fine. Like I said in the last one, this is what happens. I'm not going to go ahead and spend loads of money on a pin that, you know. But what I have done is, and this is based off a few people's ideas. So do you remember a few weeks ago I painted my whales? I'll post it here on the screen so you can see. I made a print out of it, I made a bookmark out of it, I made a card out of it. It's actually been really successful and people loved it. So I've actually had a wooden pin made. I've just had one made for now, so it should be here next week. And if I like it, then it's just for me. It's just something I've made for myself. But if I think that it might be worth pursuing, then I'm gonna have those made for Christmas instead. Wooden pins are much cheaper to produce, and obviously that means I can sell them for cheaper. And I think that might be a nice thing to do. I mean, I might do pre-orders, I'm not sure. I mean, they're very quick turnaround to make, so it might be that I do some pre-orders first for slightly cheaper, get them made, and yeah. So watch out for that. I'm very, very excited for that. I'm gonna get on and do some planning now, and I will probably catch up with you later. So Lucas just woke up and I've just realised I have another craft table this weekend. I just completely forgot I'd booked it. So it's not a massive one, it's a local one, but it's all day Saturday. It's a good job I have everything ready to go. So yeah, if you're local to me and I'm in Manchester, then yes, I've got a table on Saturday. Better get organised for that. Never mind making lists about content. I need to actually do it. Hey ho! Guys, I have never felt more stressed, and I need to sit down. I won't lie, I'm having a bit of a wobble. Last night I had a bit of a sit down and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna have to go back into a studio. Like, how are we gonna afford to live? And I had a bit of last night was a bit like that. And then I've woke up this morning and it's like, I've had so many emails, so many things to do, so much work coming. It's obviously an amazing problem to have. I can't get it all done. I'm trying to get organised, and I've now got this craft fair tomorrow, and I'm just having one of those days. So bear with me while I just sort of collect my thoughts. The printer's going 10 to the dozen because I've got to print loads of things for my brother, which is fine. That's fine. There's so much to do. I've just had to send out a load of invoices, which is good. So invoices is always good. I'm getting on top of my Christmas orders, so I have some slots left, so I need to put that out on Facebook. Facebook tends to be the place I get my orders from. Oh, sorry for the ramble. This is the real life. It's all stress. So I'll be back with you, hopefully doing some drawing at some point today, but it doesn't look likely. Today is stress central. Right, okay, I've composed myself. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna leave that last clip in, but it was all a bit crazy. I'm okay, I feel good. Somebody asked on my Instagram, on a Q&A I had, how do you juggle work and family life? And honestly, like, I really struggle at times. I have just so much work stuff on, or like the potential for work stuff that's coming in and being offered, and I don't have as much time, and it's really hard. It's really hard to juggle everything and not get too overwhelmed, and I can't just sit and do nothing. I'm all for women doing that when they've had their babies and just really enjoying their babies. And, you know, I'm self-employed, my partner's self-employed, so we have to just work work really hard to have this house and have our cars, and I have to just work at it every day, get up early, work late, and then in the day I get to spend it with this guy. He's saying hi. So with that in mind, I am going to work really hard. I have lots to do. I can work a lot tonight, but right now Luca needs feeding. I'm going to sit with him, I'm going to play and not worry about what's going on in that office and just enjoy a few hours with him. And then I need to get packing for tomorrow's fair. I'll show you everything that I put in my boxes when I go to a craft fair, so you can see how I prepare for that. And I need to pack the car. That's the spiel that I should have said earlier before. I'm going to eat now, I'm going to enjoy some time, and then back in the office. So we've had some lunch and Luca is currently asleep. I'm sat here trimming some certificates I've had to print for something. I put a call out for some questions on Instagram, and I was going to do a whole video, but I didn't get many questions, so I thought we could just chat now. Hopefully it's not too distracting with everything going on. The few questions that I did have, so I answered one before which was about work-life balance and how I juggle everything. Like I said before, it's just a constant struggle. I feel guilty if I'm in here too much. I feel guilty if I'm not in here at all. I worry that I'm not spending enough time with Luca while he's little, but at the same time I worry that I'm not doing enough to provide for him. It's just a constant juggle. What makes it harder for me is my partner, he also runs his own business, but he works extremely long hours. So he's up and off in the morning by 6 AM at the latest. He comes back in the day for a few hours, but sometimes that doesn't happen. Like today, he's managed to pop in for about half an hour to grab some food, and then he's back out. So he's there until 7:30 tonight. So it's just me and Luke's, and I think that's why I have my little wobble, because these are the days where I panic, because, you know, it's just me with Luca and I also have to get stuff done. Some days are wonderful where Matt, my partner, comes home for maybe 3-4 hours in the afternoon, and that's amazing because they're the times I can get loads done. It's a constant juggle. Every day is different, so I can never really plan what's going to happen. I just have to go with the flow. When it comes to doing freelance work, obviously it's hard because I can't commit to be doing the full days anymore. So when I used to do freelance work, I used to give a day rate and I used to work long days and get stuff done. I obviously cannot do that anymore. So what I do is I charge by the half day. So studios can book me out half days and I do them in the evening. So it's worked out so far. Most studios are lovely and are really supportive of me and what I'm trying to do, and let me work in the hours that are best for me. So when Matt gets home 7:30ish, I come up here and I can work till midnight and beyond. Yeah, so that's a long-winded version of saying I have no idea what I'm doing. Every day I'm winging it. I just want Luca to stay little for as long as possible because he's just damn adorable. Before I know it, he's going to be at school and I'm going to have all the time to get stuff done, and I will just want him to be a baby again. So I have to cherish this time. So that's that. Another question I got was, how do I cope with like creative block, and if I ever have like artist block or whatever you call it, and how I deal with it. I think I've said it before in another video, but I'm actually feeling super creative at the minute and I've always got ideas flowing, and I feel like that's because I can't physically get it all done, so they're just all in there ready to go. I felt at my least creative when I was in a studio working all day. I was just getting to the end of the day and could not figure out what I wanted to paint, and yeah, it was really hard. But in those times I just
took the pressure off myself, and instead of sitting at my desk and forcing myself to come out with something good, because nothing ever happened when I did that, I just forced myself to take a step back and not draw, not even, you know, just do other things, you know, whether it's go to the cinema or take a walk outside or just sit and watch what other people are doing for a little bit and just make notes, do something, you know, like write a story, don't worry about drawing. And I feel like when you take a step back, or especially for me anyway, when I took a step back and took the pressure off having to draw something really good every day and get everyone's approval on it, when I did draw, it was for me, it wasn't for like approval of everyone else. I feel like that's when I got creative block, was when I was too worried about what the final outcome would be before I'd even drawn anything. I was already panicking that it wasn't going to look good and I not even put anything down on paper. A few years ago I did a drawing challenge where I drew every day. There wasn't really a theme to it, I just came up with prompts every day for myself, and that was really successful. That really got my creative juices flowing, and I actually managed to get my first job in a studio from doing that and posting it online. Another question I got was, what's the most challenging parts of being a freelancer? Well, you might be able to see in these vlogs that there are challenges. I'm not going to talk about being a mum and a freelancer because I feel like that's a whole different topic. Just being a freelancer in general, I think the most challenging part is money. The money is root of all problems, isn't it? Being a freelancer is tough because you don't know when your next project's coming in, you don't know when your next invoice is being paid, you know, there's no guarantees, and sometimes you can be really on top of it and have everything lined up. Sometimes for me, I go into a month and there's nothing in the diary and I've still got bills to pay at the end of that month. That is scary AF. Luckily, we've not been in that situation for a while. Not for a long time actually. But we have been in that situation where, you know, the mortgage is coming out and I've had no work, or a project has been cancelled last minute. I mean, what I should say is have money saved, but it's not, yeah, I hate when people say that because it's not that easy, you know. It's not that easy to have a few £1,000s in the bank and then go freelance, like who does that? But what I will say is be honest with yourself, and if it's not working out, like there's nothing wrong with going back into a coffee shop and doing something for a few hours extra to earn a bit of extra cash. Like don't struggle because you're worried that you're going backwards by doing that. You're not, you're actually saving yourself. You're saving yourself the stress. It's not good for anyone's mental health to be worrying about that stuff. There's many times where I've sat back and thought, I'm just going to go back into retail just for a few days a week, just so I can be sure that the bills are paid at the end of the month. But then as soon as I think like that and a project comes in, so you know, it's worked out for me at the minute, but I will never say never. Like, things happen, and if it means I can pay the bills, it's got to be done. So that is my biggest challenge of being freelance, is money, dealing with projects, and yeah, it's a stress. On the flip side, it's bloody wonderful. I love working for myself. I mean, if I was employed now, like I was when I was pregnant, I mean, Luca's 7 months, I'd be going back to work soon. I can't imagine being away from him. I just can't imagine. I've got such a good go here because I get to be in this little office. He's with me. So, yeah. Right. Done. I'm going to pack everything for tomorrow. I've decided I'm going to go to IKEA and go and buy a high bar stool, like a fold up one for my craft fairs, because the last few I've been on my feet all day and it's really hurt because I'll sit down and then if someone comes to the table, I like to be up and have a smile, even if it's just a smile and say hi. I don't like to be sat down. So I thought if I get a high bar stool, I can at least sit down and be seen over the top of my stall, so it's kind of win-win. So I'm going to do that because I have 4 or 5 more craft fairs to do this year, so, you know, I might as well buy it now. Yeah, that is that.
I realised I forgot to tell you what I put in the giveaway. So I've launched the giveaway. It's on my Instagram, so follow me if you are on there. But by the time you watch this, it may have ended. So, but this is what I've included. So I've added as much as I can. So we have a You Go Girl bundle, which is the weekly planner and 3 list pads. I've put 3 bookmarks in, 5 of my badges, 2 greetings cards. So these 2. And 2 prints. So we have my autumn print and one of the limited edition Poison Apple prints. So yeah, so that's everything that you can win in the giveaway. I feel like that's a decent little prize there for anybody. So next week I will be announcing the winner and sending that out. So this guy's awake. Hi! Who are you playing with? He's playing with the little ladies. So I've just packaged that order up, and now it's time to get ready for tomorrow and take a little bit of everything and get my boxes packed up. Right, so I've got my 2 tubs. One will be stock and the other is everything else I need. So I just need to fill these up while he's happy. You happy? He's happy. Right, I've still got more to do, but essentially this is everything. I just need to put my tablecloths in, my banner, I need to set my easel, my large portrait, but all my stock's there. Just got a few more things to go in here. I need to charge my card reader, and then we're good to go. Right, I will leave the video here. Thank you for watching. Hope it's been fun. Not at all. If you want to see how I get on tomorrow, I won't film it, but I will be on Insta stories, probably. I'm on my own tomorrow because I completely forgot about it, so I don't have anyone to help me, so I'm there all day tomorrow on my own, so I'm sure I'll be chatting along on Instagram, so follow me on there. Sunday I'm off down to Watford because on Monday I'm off to Harry Potter Studio Tour. Woo! I'm so excited. I've got Luca a little outfit and everything, little Harry Potter outfit. So I'll be back with you when I'm back in the office on Tuesday. So yeah, have a lovely weekend and I will see you soon. Bye guys.